Welcome to Roulette Strategy King for another day of roulette strategies. Today's strategy, we are doing it on a single zero wheel, and this is for low bankrolls. So this one will likely have to be for an online casino, but hey, a lot of you, that's how you play. So let's get into it. It's a step system. This one has the potential, if you go on a run, to make you a lot of money, but I can see how you might lose your whole bankroll. But the beauty of this one is you can play it with a $100 bankroll. All right, so the way that we do it is we start by picking $5 and putting it on an even bet. Right here on the bottom. You can do any of those ones on the bottom. All right, so black, so when you lose it, well, that's when you lose that part of your bankroll and you try it again. There's no recovery method in this one, but it is a small bankroll method. So there we go, we won $10. So now what we do is we take the profit and we put 5 on 2 different dozens. All right, so we lost. So now we start all over again with $5. When I saw this strategy, it really kicks in once you get to step 4, and we're gonna see if we get to step 4. All right, we won there. So now we're gonna take 5 and 5 and put them on the dozens. And another loss. All right, so we're going to try it again. Let's pick black this time. I'm hoping we can get this to step number 4. And just keep in mind, this channel is all about, okay, we're going to do 5 and 5. This channel is all about testing strategies. It doesn't mean every day is going to be a winner. I don't want to be one of those channels that only show you the winning runs. All right, so there we go. So we won that. So now with this system, you take $5 after that level and you put it aside, and that's yours. And then you take the 10 and you do another inside bet. So I'm going to do 1 to 18. And I'm going to do $10 on 1 to 18. And I lost. All right. So now we're still up $5, but we can start again with the bankroll. So you can see how this could be a play all day type one. We're up in profit now. But now we're back to even. But we've in the casino at this point, we would have been playing for a little bit. So we're gonna keep going. 5. And that's a loss. So now let's just pick you can pick any of these ones on the bottom. It doesn't matter which one with this system. Oh, there's another loss. So we're down $10. But, you know, we've been playing a long time so far, and we're still only down $15. And each one of these spins in a real casino or in a real situation would be, you know, a lot longer than this. All right, we're hitting the bottom dozen, or the bottom dozen quite a bit. But I'm going to stick to my 19 to 36 because the second I move it, I know, oh man, another loss. Oh boy, maybe this strategy isn't for the weak. All right, so there we go, 5 and 5. So let's take that and that, and we bet on those dozens. Okay, perfect. So we won. So now we take $5, put it aside, and then we go back to here and we pick one of these. So it doesn't matter which one. I'm going to do 19 to 36 and put 10 on it. I want to get to level 4 so you can see how this system can go. It relies on a streak. There we go. So now we won 20. So what we do is we take the 20, or we take 10 of that 20 for level 4 and we put it in our pocket. And then we take 10. And on this level, we just keep playing one of these inside bets, hoping for a streak. So as you saw, our last 5 were black. If we hit black 5 times in a row, that would have gotten us quite a bit of money. We're going to see if there's a red. So, okay, so you take the profit, put it aside, rebet. You see how this can build up. Okay, there we go. Take the profit, rebet. And we keep going till we lose. Oh, I'm so happy we can see this in action. Okay, so there we lost. And at the end of that sequence, we're at $15. So let's put a timer on for 10 minutes and we're going to see how long we can go playing this. And I'll try to shut up. But you know me. And you know what? While you're here, why don't you take the time to hit that subscribe button? We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers here on the Roulette Strategy King. I would be forever grateful. And when you watch a video, watch it the whole way through. It really helps me out getting to the point where we need to get. All right, we're going to hit 10 minutes starting now. Okay, so now let's just go. 5. I'll explain the system as we go as well. All right, so that's a loss. I'm wondering what we're going to be at by the end of this. 5. Another loss. There we go. So that's a win. So then you take 5 and 5, put them there. And that's a loss. So now we're starting back over. And remember, we're doing this with a bankroll of $100. So we'll pay attention to that. And I'm going to go 5 at the beginning. There we go. There's a winner. So now we'll do 5 in 2 different dozens. This is step number 2, remember? And there's a loss. All right, so we're going to start again. We're going to go, actually, this time I'm going to do red. And remember, you can pick any of these bottom ones for step number 1. So we're back on step number 1. We're hoping for a win. Oh, there's a loss. I'm going to keep it red. Another black. So you can see if we had step 4 activated right now, we would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We would have won $60 on this. So it relies on a good streak. And we're hoping that we get there eventually. Okay, so we won. So we're going to take that $10 that we won and go to step 2. And a loss on step 2. All right, so let's go back down to step number 1. I'm going to do odd this time. 5 on odd. Something to do. And we won. So now we're going to take that winnings and we're going to do 5 and 5 and a dozen. And there we go. So now we take, when you win this, we won $15. So we're going to take 5, put it in your pocket, and then we're going to take 10 and put it back on one of these bets down here. Let's do 1 to 13 or 1 to 19. And the winner. All right, so now with that one, we won 20. So we pocket 10, if that makes sense. And we take 10 and we try to ride out a streak. Right now it's on black. I'm going to try for red and hope for a red streak here. I shouldn't have bet against the streak. All right, we are reset back to the beginning. We're 7 minutes left on the clock, and we're only down $10. So this could be a good way to play with a $100 bankroll if you just want to, if you're just having fun at the casino. Maybe you don't want to win a whole lot, but if you get on one of these big long streaks, it has potential. I do like this one. Let me know what you think about it. I would love to know if you've tested progression, like a step system. And maybe you have one that you like a lot better. I would love to hear it, and I would love to test it out. All right, let's keep going. Another loss, so we're down 20. 6 minutes left to go. There we go. There's a win. So now let's take the win, go to step number 2. I want to get to step number 4 again and see if we can ride that out. There's a win. So we take the money, pocket it, and we do 10 again on one of these ones. Let's go red. I always bet against black and I never win every time I do it. All right, so we're stopping. We're still at negative $20 and we're almost halfway through our test 10 minutes. And our bankroll is 100, so we're not down that much so far. So that was 15 and 20. I'm going to go even on this first one. So step 1, you can bet on any of these ones on the bottom. Remember, oh, that's an odd. Well, we're going to rebet and we're going to do it again. There's an even. So we hit. So now we got to do 2 dozens for step 2. There we go. We hit. So now we pocket $5. Leave it in our bankroll and we go on to the next one. Let's go red. I always bet against it, but we're going to try it. Boom. All right. So we won 20. So now we pocket the 10 and we take we take this 10 and we now can do whatever we want with it and go on a streak. This relies on a streak, so we're going to go red. And we're hoping that we get like 4 or 5 in a row on red before we lose. And we play it until we lose for step 4. And we lost. All right. So we're, 5 minutes left on the clock and we're still negative $15. So this system by all accounts is not going to make you rich, I don't think. But it will let you play for a while by the looks of it. At least in our test. Okay, that's a win. So now we're going to do 5 on 2 different dozens. Oh. 5 and 5. And we're going to hit it again. There we go. That's a win. So now we pocket that and we take the 10 and we hope we go on a streak for level 4. Are you ready? There's a hit. So there you go. You pocket $10, rebet. And you hope for a big streak here. You can move it around too. Nothing says that you couldn't have went to black there or any of the other bets. But right now we are 4 minutes left on the clock. Negative $5 of our $100 bankroll. I'm happy with this as a play all day, I think. Not happy with it as a money maker. So we won that. Let's go to level 2. And there's a win. So now we take that and we'll go to level 3, which is to win $20. Let's go red. Spin. Oh, black. Man, I always go, if we would have been betting on black today instead of red, so far we would have been very much in profit. So this one is a potential. You have the potential to really lose, or you could have gone on a huge run and won quite a bit so far. Had we have been on a run on these, we would be up over $100 right now. Okay, so that's a loss. So let's just rebet. We're back to step 1 again, remember? And there's a win. So now we take 5 and 5. Go to step 2. And there's a loss. So we're back on to step 1, which is any of the ones on the bottom. That's a loss. Let's rebet. We have about 2.5 minutes left on the clock. There's a win. So now we take 5 and 5. And we're hoping to get 15 here. There we go. That's a win. So now we pocket the $5 and then we take the 10 and we try to go on a nice little streak here. Or we try to win. This is level 3. We win again. All right, so now we're hoping for a nice little black streak or red streak, whichever you want to do. I keep saying I go to black and I regret it, but I'm going to try red. I think red is due. A gambler's fallacy. Red is due. Red is due. There we go. Boom. $10 profit. Rebet. Let's hope for this nice little red streak here so we can demonstrate this. Nope. No red streak. 1 minute 52 seconds left on the clock from what I see. So we're starting over on our system. Let's do 19 to 36. Hit spin. No. All right, let's rebet. There we go. There's a win. So now we're going to go 5 and 5. Hit spin. There's a loss. So now we're just going to do it again. We're going to pick a color or odd even or 1 to 18 or 19 to 36, whichever you prefer. If you don't want to, there's a win. If you don't want to do that first step of $5 and you just want to skip that and go right to the second one of 5 on 5, the dozens, you have a better chance. I think it's 60 something percent at winning that. You could just skip the first one altogether. But I like this system because you're playing with the house's money if you win. You know what I mean? I think I like that about it. There's a loss. Let's do even. Got about 47 seconds left on this system. And there's a win. Let's try to get up to step 4. The clock's going to run out here, but let's try to see if we can get on a little streak again. And there's a win. All right, so now we need another win. I'm going to go 1 to 18. So we go to $10 because we pocket the 5. And of course, no win. All right, let's try it again. 5 Got about 14 seconds left to go on this test, 10-minute test of this system. There's a win. Five. And the timer is over, but we're just going to try to see if we can do one more streak. Let's see if we have it in us, because we're on level 2 right now. And no. All right, so at the end of that 10-minute run, we're negative $25 on our $100 bankroll. This one, I think it has a lot of potential if you hit a streak. It's not going to make you rich, but with roulette, every single time you play, it's never a guarantee. There are lots of opportunities. You're going to lose. The game is designed for you to lose. But this one, as you can see, if we would have gone on this black streak, we would have pocketed probably 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We would have been over $100 in 10 minutes. But we didn't. We caught the other side of it, which can happen. But I do like this one as a play all day. And I think that this could be a fun one. And I give it a stamp of approval. I would love to try this out in the real casino. I don't know how it's going to do on a 00 wheel. So this one is for an online system. If you can find a 00 in real life, let me know where, because that would be pretty cool. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me on Roulette Strategy King today. If you have a strategy, put it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.